end of the line in their two-game season series. Give and go, and Hintz is in. Finds Robertson, he scores! Dallas strikes first, Jason Robertson, 4.5 minutes in.
Man, this is absolute excellence at getting up ice. Stars win the puck down deep in their zone. You can see the Senators trying to slip a change in. They don't handle the rush very well at all. Matt Paolo, the defenseman, just basically screens his netminder, does nothing to help out. The speed of Rope Hintz beats one guy.
Harley goes to Stankoven, sends a low triangle, passing, they score! And they have one! Evgeny Dodonov. Power play goal, 52.7 left to get the next.
So in the first game of the second half of the season, Dodonov matches his goal total from last year. It's the same thing. They've attacked their penalty killing the same way. And obviously, extra numbers out there, but they go Stankoven, Blackwell to the slot to Dodonov. His job is to elevate it and get away as quick as he can. Nice execution by this unit. Pretty. Same idea they had. 14 feet wide of the net.
Steele with a shot, another rebound, score! On the doorstep, Logan Stankoven! The monkey can exit stage left.
Oh my, he's breathing his way back to the bump line. Did something here that he needed to probably do more of recently, which is get to the net, and there was absolutely no friction from the Maple Leafs. Shot to the net, got to squeeze it, nudge it over the line as it plopped in behind wall right after that point shot just about went in. Every forward that has dressed for the Dallas Stars and
one-timer, and that goes wide. Steele feeds it for Harley, score! Maverick Bourque on the doorstep. Points in 4 of the last 5 games for Bourque. He and Stankoven on the sheet, and Dallas has the lead.
Stepping up. The kids are getting it done, and Thomas Harley as the fulcrum up top. The key, get it through, get it away quick. The Leafs just vacated the interior of their own zone. I mean, it was wide open for both Bourque and Stankoven. Nice work by Sam Steele to drive it down deep. Quick slapper from the middle of the rink. Nothing but space between the shot and the redirector.
Tanev was in the net behind his netminder.
Was he ever?
Alex Johnston goes low. Nice move, score! Matt Duchene. A gorgeous move. Beautiful hands in tight. And a power play goal doubles the lead.
This all started up top when Jamie Benn outmaneuvered Connor Dewar. And then the business end of this, wait till you see this right at the net. Benn up top, that's a curious route for a penalty killer to take. Once Duchene, number 95, gets it back here, be able to curl it down low. Watch this. This is decadent and lavish. Oh my, that is sweet execution from down deep. Both the Stars' power play goals in the game were basically uncontested right around their net. I mean, there's late defending there.
Near side, he had his lane cut off, and it's Robertson. Got it over to Duchene, turns, scores! Stankoven was in front. We'll see what it went off of, but Dallas pedaled down. 2 quick ones in the third.
Yeah, they are going through the buds here in the third period. Stars with a little bit of down deep cycle work on this one, and the spinorama, I think it goes off the hip of Logan Stankoven. All the times he got just flat, stymied, robbed, purloined, snake bit, and all of a sudden gets a goal.
Now it's Dadonov. His shot got off the body and rebound, score! Robertson! The initial shot seemed to stun Dobish. Off of him to Robertson, who stays hot and opens the scoring.
And I'm just thinking that an opportunity like Wyatt Johnston had, it has to go in circumstances like this. He gets around, he gets it to the forehand, he gets too much air underneath. This is a corpulent rebound off Dobish. It just gets away from him. Flat handcuffed him, might have had some trouble with some drive-by traffic. And perfect timing for, look at Robertson, lurking. Swats it into the yawning cage.
One of the three for Colorado, Val Nichushkin scored that night. He's out with injury. Wyatt Johnston for Dallas. Sends it for Duchesne. Bottom of the circle, and what a shot he scored! He went up and over Wedgwood from no angle at all. And the man who scored the most recent Stars goal in this building, the ender in May, gets the opener here.
Well, this is as simplistic as it comes, and understanding that Scott Wedgwood's going to worry about a cross-crease pass to Jamie Benn, he just delays, and I'm talking Old Fort sharp cheddar from Matt Duchesne here. You know, he's on his off wing. He gets a better look because of that. A left shot down on the right side. Look at the window. He has not played very well at all.
Young family at home. Didn't even know where home was for long stretches of it. Robertson tried to tuck around the pads and then bank it off of him, and he did. Jason Robertson played pinball off of Wedgwood. Second goal for the Stars on the afternoon. Robertson's had a hand in both.
The one thing that, look, Wedgwood is really athletic, but sometimes he can look like a snake falling out of a tree. He gets so involved in scrambly-wambly around there, and he points right at Robertson. You got me. Jason never gives up on things. He's creative and stick with it, and finds a little window off a rib cage, I think, to get the Stars their second goal of the day.
Duchesne snaps it low. Robertson over to Duchesne. Robertson again. Banked it again! It's deja vu. Robertson's got two immediately back-to-back. And the Stars are within two.
Yeah, that's going to tighten things up. Look, all three goals the Stars have scored in the game should probably not go in, and yet Wedgwood's made some incredible stops on the afternoon. Robertson just understanding that the way that Wedgwood plays, there's going to be a win. Man, his post lean was disastrous on that one, and Robertson from behind the net.
Great game in the NHL, fifth of his career all this season. Turned over in front, Blackwell on the doorstep, follow-up, score! Matej Blumel!
This one's gonna count.
The Stars' fourth line cashes in early to open the scoring in Dallas.
Look at that smile. This ends up being an absolutely cadaverous giveaway. Trying to work the puck back into the middle of the rink, and it just flat blew up onto Brinket. One chance, follow-up, almost the identical spot that he came to the bowl to eat in Colorado yesterday. Out of the scramble, Blumel gets the goal that sticks this time.
Stars trying to take advantage of the break. One-timer save, rebound, score! Robertson right on the doorstep. And there's your power play goal at home. 2-0 Dallas.
And he makes it look easy. The Wings defensemen are having an awful time keeping themselves upright. A bunch of them have fallen down. That time it's Sherrod. From that, they go into scramble mode. This is simplistic. They go around the horn. There's no shot block there. Lyon does his job as the netminder, but it squeaks past. It's brutal coverage by Sherratt right in front of the net. He doesn't take Robertson, doesn't get his stick. Robo spins the right way.
In the other direction. Gets it low. Lyubushkin score for Bourque. That was pretty. And the Stars pedal down, have 3 early on.
Well, this has made a lot of Red Wing fans in the building crestfallen already. Off of that great play by Lyubushkin, the defenseman, to jump up on the rush and makes a skilled play to thread the needle and get the puck to Bourque on his backhand. It's a tap in. Looks like a stroke of genius to throw those 3 together. Duchesne fights off some checking to work it. It's made the Wings look super fast, and it's put the Stars on their heels.
Stars are in here, have a cutter. Robertson, backhand, score! A thing of beauty from Wyatt Johnston. And it's back to a 3-goal lead.
Man, that's a wonderful response. Stars turn it against the grain. The Wings are trying to get their change in. And Wyatt Johnston beats his man to the net. And Jason Robertson just lays it perfectly for him. Forehand to backhand, shovels it over top of a twisted Alex Lyon, who hasn't had to do much for a while. Couldn't come up with an answer there. And the guy... Rope Hintz, maybe a game saver.
Wyatt Johnston in, steps wide right, Kochetkov out, they put it behind him and score! On the doorstep, Thomas Harley. The defenseman was in deep, and Dallas has tied the game at 1 midway through the 3rd.
Man, they just absolutely exhausted the individuals that were out there killing that penalty. The Stars had tons of attack zone time. Wyatt Johnston went back to the bench to get a fresh stick after slicing his in half earlier on that power play. He squeezes the puck between the post and the left toe of Kochetkov, who was very aggressive on him. Burns was out there forever. Harley got inside of him. He was net. I couldn't even see their goaltender. Such is the life of the Stars offense in this building this year.
New unit out there on this power play. It includes a D change as Harley jumps on a fresh 5-man unit. In front, hits, scores! Tipped right on the top of the crease. And Rope Hintz, in his 2nd game back, his 20th goal of the year, has tied the game at 1.
This is such a smart play by Thomas Harley. He knows that Rope Hintz is going to drive the slot. And as soon as it goes off to the left wing side, all he's got to do is beat that Golden Knight player closest to him. He gets a feed from Logan Stankoven. They feed it to the front of the net. There's Rope Hintz. He came awfully close just a second ago. This time with the cutter in there, Dodonov's able to...
5-on-5 hockey here. It's Robertson. Leaves for Duchesne. Save, Hill. Rebound. Score! Robertson! Got the loose puck. Slid it home. And Dallas has their first lead of the night. It's 2-1.
They're on their feet here now. This is a rather buxom rebound off of Aiden Hill, the netminder. He makes the first save. He's clunky out of it, though. He doesn't keep the puck in front of him. It goes off to his right. Robertson, perfect timing, that long reach, and just slides it. He had a window of about a puck width to slide that past defenders in the right foot of Hill, the netminder. He deposits it. How about that sequence?
It's fanned on by Bourque. Oh, it was brilliant movement. Duchesne goes laterally. His shot, score! Ben! Right in front, got a stick on it. And Dallas goes back in front 3-2.
Man, that was a tough shift for Olofsson on their side of things. And in general, it looked as though the Golden Knights were like, let's just get to the second intermission and get some energy back in our game again. The Stars wouldn't allow it. And a perfect deflection screen in front of the net. The Golden Knights D just left Jamie Benn to his own devices. Pietrangelo peeled off one side. Hannafin took off the other. And basically saying, goalie, you get the guy in front. He didn't.
In his 8-game stint before he was sent down just before New Year's, he averaged about 13.5 minutes a game. He's played 8.5 here so far in this one. Wyatt Johnston, nice move, and then follows up after it rode in on Hill's stick. Shot, score, Robertson! He found it from a pile, a no-looker. He's got his second, and the Stars have stretched the lead.
Man, some guys just have a knack, and they have timing. And he has both of those things in spades. Stars, again, on their toes. What dangling by Wyatt Johnston originally. And then there's just a nod of humanity off to the left-hand side of Aiden Hill. And Robertson comes to that pile. Loose puck. Understands you got to elevate to accumulate.
Harley goes over to Heiskanen. Off of Robertson, Dadonov behind the D, and scores! Then he gets knocked down by Schenn, but it fell to Dadonov, and he found it through Binnington. And it's Dallas who strikes first here in St. Louis.
My Lord, this is like a piece of balsam wood flowing down a creek. It just went through everybody and ends up on the stick blade of Dadonov. He doesn't do much with it. Binnington gets over-aggressive as the netminder. He tries for the poke check. Never poke check a guy straight on. Dadonov loved it, basically opened up the wickets. He just let it go through. It's almost like the Kucherov. The Tampa Bay Wizard scores on those ones where he just lets it go straight through.
From Stankoven, kept in by Dadonov. Down to just 5 seconds left on the power play. Hits across, score! Tail end of the power play, and Asa Lindell gets the goal, and Dallas has doubled their lead.
Well, a very costly, undisciplined penalty for Neighbors all the way down at the other end of the ice, and you know, just getting themselves back set again for the conclusion of this power play, and Asa Lindell goes down undetected on the weak side of the ice. Second time here in the first period the Blues have been sucked in visually to watching one side of the ice, nobody over there. He's on his forehand. It's a one-timer, no chance for Binnington. And bang, bang, 2-0.
Dallas in their zone. Ben was able to play it forward for Duchesne, races in, has help, 2 to his left, and a very good play by Jonas Gronbjörg, one of the 2 additions to the lineup from the other night. Shot, star, score! Maverick Bourque took the feed from between the circles and beat Hill low, an immediate equalizer from the Dallas rookie.
Well, both these goals are kind of similar in that the genesis of them are a wall battle lost. And from the boards, it got into the middle of the ice very quickly. The Golden Knights are trying to exit the zone. They don't get out clean. It's a pretty feed and a catch and release for Bourque as he received the pass from Duchesne on the right wing boards, and he just sent it low and 5-hole on Aiden Hill to knot the game at 1.
Will deliver it across. And it's Stone back up high. Eichel skates down the right wing towards the corner, feeds to Theodore. Good anticipation. Rope Hinson shorthanded. He'll go the other way. He's got Johnston racing in 2-on-3. Shot, save, rebound, score! Wyatt Johnston, a shorthanded goal from Dallas. And they are back within a goal on Johnston's second shorty this season.
And Tomas Hertl just allows Johnston to get interior and get to the net. What a tremendous anticipation play by Hintz. And then he's able to drag it a little bit interior and get the shot off that created that juicy rebound after the save by Hill. He knew, he looked on his periphery a little bit. He knew he had Johnston coming with him.
By Howden, and Robertson got to the net front, made sure that puck was fished away to the perimeter. Off of Johnston, and Robertson carries to center. The handoff, Johnston. Nice move, brings it in. He plays catch, shoots, he scores! What a shot! And what an entry! Wyatt Johnston and Rope Hintz. Johnston's got his second of the game, and this one ties it here in the third.
Man, this is one of the most electric give and goes you're going to see. What a dangle first by Johnston around Stone in neutral ice, and then he gives it up to Hintz, gets it right back again, and you can't sizzle a puck in a more perfect spot than he did. Right past the blocker, against the grain on Aiden Hill. So a shorthanded goal that clapped back after
three. Johnston and Eichel at the center logo, and the faceoff is won by Vegas. All important first possession goes their way, and Theodore will charge up ahead. Hintz trying to catch him. Theodore in, save! Unger, 11 seconds in, and now Dallas has a 2-on-1. It's Johnston across, back to Johnston. He scores! Hat trick! Overtime winner! And the comeback is complete. The Stars beat the Knights 4-3.
I'll tell you this, if Team Canada was making their picks at the end of November or midway through December, I don't think there's any question that Wyatt Johnston would have been included in their group. What a night for the kid here. And you knew as soon as the Theodore rush, and man, did he hit the afterburners to outskate Rope Hintz, which you rarely ever see. They get a stunning save by Ottinger. He just got his left shoulder on it. A deltoid clavicular intervention in OT. It's an odd man rush going the other way. You know that. And it's a give and go again. What a give and go game for those two. Hintz assisted primary on all three goals for Johnston. Wyatt had just an incredible night. He's had an unbelievable run. He hasn't gone back-to-back games without a point since mid-December. And he's all smiles after that. That is an incredible comeback, especially considering losing their best player in the third period and overcoming that. Probably had a little burr in it after that poetic.
Continues to be extremely effective, specifically in on the aggressive forecheck. Chases after it on the right wing and leaves it there.
You have to think that he knows what D-men don't want.
Stars score in front! Oscar Beck! It was set up by the aggressive work. Brendan Smith, Colin Blackwell, Oscar Beck, the finish, and Dallas strikes first.
This is a biggie because some of the depth scoring had tailed off quite a bit. This is great hustle by all three forwards. What wonderful timing and a full body belt from Colin Blackwell. You know, reverse it back. Beck's in there, understands he's got to get open. I mean, Blackwell just abused Hronek in behind. Beck in front, elevates.
Gets it low, Rope Hintz. Goes for Duchesne again. Across, now Robertson shoots, he scores! Brilliant movement on the power play, and the Stars take the lead.
And Robertson with that takes the lead in power play goal scoring for the Stars. He had the easiest job on this, it felt. The puck movement, what a perfect pass. They got the advantage of, I think it was Danton Heinen that didn't have a stick. It's over in the corner in behind. That allows a free lane for Wyatt Johnston to reverse course, get it to Robertson in the guts of the ice.
He holds up, angled across and kicked out by Lindell. And then sprung for Hintz. He's racing in. Hintz to the backhand, scores! The Stars' leading goal scorer doubles the Dallas lead.
You know, the Connor Garland goal back in the second period was a transition play. You know, a play at one end leading to an attack goal at the other. Same thing here. Esa Lindell blocks a shot. Ultimately, they spring Hintz. A very sassy slide, little tweener's backhand. Lovely lead pass. Protects the puck with his back. Gets to the net front, and Demko did what he expected him to do, opened up.
Key face-off with the net empty. The Stars control it. Hintz towards the empty net. It bounces in. A short-handed empty net goal immediately into the power play. His second of this period, and the Stars lead it by 3.
That is an 8-second drama killer. Gutty fight for the puck. Wyatt Johnston ties things up. Rope just pulls it out of the pig pile and casually lobs it down the ice. It finds the mark. It's his second in a row.
One-handed by Lindell. A 2-goal Dallas lead. Under a minute to go. Robertson holds up for Harley. Back for Robertson. Shoots. Scores. He picked a corner from center ice. And that will close any amount of drama. The Stars on their way to a victory over Vancouver.
I thought they might just wait and try to lateral this thing to Rope Hintz, who won his board battle to spring it into neutral ice. You know, thinking hat trick. But Robertson, yeah, he did. If they had targets in the top corners, he would have broke one.
Stars will keep play going. Fabro still reaching up high. He's in some discomfort. Shot, score! Bischel, and it was redirected by guess who? Mason Marchment. Welcome back.
Man, you just watch how vibrant and zesty Marchment's game has been here in the first period. His first bid misses by just a smidge. Little toe dragging, snapper short side. Fights to get the puck back again. He's done that in his own zone. Does it on the forecheck here. Posts up in front of the net. Screens Merzlikins first. Then slides out of the way. Shows that dainty deflection off the blade. That's the game at 1. Welcome back.
Wanted to flank Granlund in front and just skipped away. Now Merzlikins had 2. He threw one to the corner. Stars are in, they score! They could never reset. And the Stars' Logan Stankoven ties the game at 2.
Stars were able to hang on to the puck for a while. Obviously had the Blue Jackets discombobulated. Merzlikins with the player stick. The defenseman, Matejchuk, didn't have a stick. They thought their bench exploded, thinking there should have been a penalty when Kent Johnston was knocked down. You can't play with 2 sticks. A goalie can play with the forward stick. A forward can't play with a goalie stick. Aggressive play by Thomas Harley. Nice finish on a sweet primary setup for the new guy.
Blocked, comes right back to Harley. Holding against Van Riemsdyk. Dallas in the slot, they score! Wyatt Johnston, the tip. Casually done, quickly done. And for the third time tonight, the Stars have come back to tie.
This just felt like it was going to be an eventuality, and it's such a good play up top that, you know, initial blast toward the net creates a little adjustment from their side, and then there's the hips and the crab movement of Thomas Harley. Take it down. He knows that he has Wyatt Johnston isolated in front of the net. Look at him just turn the angle on the stick blade, elevate it. Don't think Merzlikins saw it anyway. It was late to.
Stars in the attack zone. Harley, his shot, score!
He throws it into his own net.
Merzlikins and the Jackets talking to the referee about what that deflected and what height it was. But the Stars have taken their first lead with 8:38 to play.
Face-off win to give them possession first, and then who else? Thomas Harley. Look at him use the entire offensive zone. Skates outside the zone. It gets deflected right in front of the net by Dadonov. I don't know, at first blush, it's got to be below the crossbar. The crossbar is 4 feet off the ice. And the same spot that Mason Marchment redirected his goal in the first period, underneath the arm, off the rib cage. And where it contacted is the question. It's such a difficult thing for the officials on the ice to try to figure out in real time. Man, it's awfully close.
Those are some incredible looks from our camera crew. The thing is that all the looks are either from above or below where the contact was made, so hard to get an exact measurement, and this is a matter of millimeters, it looks like.
I mean, it's straight out from Evgeny's shoulder, and you know, it looks like a high stick because his movement is going up to make contact with the puck. Merzlikins was in full retreat though, like he's mid-crease and back instead of out and challenging and sort of stuffing all the players in front of him, trying to meerkatting initially and then trying to catch up to it. It's like crossbar or a whisker under it, I think, and I believe it should be 4-3 Stars here.
This review much longer than the one to see if the Jackets goal that crossed the line, which was evident from the first look. And this is the tough thing where if you can't conclusively say that it was above, then do you have enough to pull the goal back? He's wondering the same thing. We're about to find out.
Upon further video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. We have a goal.
So that's 3 redirection goals for the second period and 4 a lot.
And is Johnston on the right wing, curls behind the net. Wyatt Johnston centers, pinballs around, it's still loose, stuffed, score! Banking it in was Evgeny Dadonov. He's got 2 here in the third. That's the difference, and the Stars have some cushion.
Had him realigned with Wyatt Johnston and Jamie Benn, and Merzlikins just could never get a hold of it and froze himself on the post. You know, he tried to grab it, couldn't do it. The centering feed just rattles in. You can see the body language on Damon Severson in front. Always attack, retreat, bad things happen. Pressure toward the puck, good things happen. And a lovely care, another deflected goal.
Ben waiting his release. It comes right now as the Stars bank it ahead for him. He's got company in Steele, drops it there. Sam Steele hits the brakes on the backhand. Score! In front! It was a cutting Colin Blackwell! And the Stars go from shorthanded to all tied in a matter of seconds early in the third.
Well, Alex Killorn could not have butchered his chance in offensive ice worse. And from that, the Stars spring their captain out of the box. And Colin Blackwell, who was wearing goat horns from the turnover on the only goal in the game back in the first period, slides through 3 different Ducks, and in particular Killorn again, the veteran, and a pretty feed on a little button hook and a quick redirect in front of the net, and it's a tie game.
Stars still with the pedal down, the continuation of that last exchange in front of the net. Duchesne for Smith, back for Matt Duchesne. Switch of directions, then another, shoots, he scores! The screen in front, the goal from Duchesne. 2 seconds left in the period. What a finish.
Matt Duchesne with an absolute dart from deep out in front of the LA net. It was just pure discombobulation. How Riddick was trying to guard his net was how goalies did it 30 years ago. Full swim mode. And then one-on-one up top, just, you know, the torque, the change of pace, change of direction. Matt Duchesne just flat spun Lewis into a conniption fit.
Stars trailing by a goal for the second time tonight. They eclipsed the first period deficit that lasted almost the entirety of a period. Harley, his pass for Duchesne, then upstairs, save, rebound, score! Thomas Harley! Harley gets the equalizer. Ceci and Duchesne should get the helpers for the 500th assist in Matt Duchesne's career.
Well, it's an outman things in the corner play initially, and the Stars are able to dig it free. You can see Doughty massaging Jason Robertson. The long shot from distance, it's another screenshot that Riddick just boots aside. This is a husky, fat, corpulent rebound that Harley, the defenseman cruising in, pounces on.
Ferrier chases down a loose puck. Edmondson blasts it wide. And the Stars have someone racing up ice in Ben. It eventually gets to him. Save, rebound, score! Crashing the slot, Maverick Bourque. A rebound, game-tying goal, and we're all level at 3.
This is another massive Husky rebound on a play that looked like it was dead. You know, it's near the blue line. The captain had to swerve his way in there to stay onside. The LA King coaches are burning a hole in the monitors at their feet on their bench to see whether Ben was onside or not. You know, it's a wrist shot that is repurposed into the slot from Riddick. Very dainty defending by young Clark, who's had a rough one tonight.
Just lobs it over everybody to center ice. Quickly back in. Duchesne, he scores! What a game for Matt Duchesne! His second goal, his third point, and Dallas has moved in front.
This is just simple. You know, they toss a puck away out of their own zone. Kopitar's had a bit of a rough one tonight, and it's Matt Duchesne, I think, using Drew Doughty a little bit as a screen. You can see the 2 defensemen don't gap up, and it allows the Stars in transition to just turn against the grain, pour in over the blue line, and another sizzling dart that you can see the body language on Riddick.
On the attack, Duchesne sent it right back through, couldn't find a connection. Zetterlund gets the goal. Duchesne shot, score! It redirected and slowed things down, turned into a changeup over the blocker into the corner past Vanacek. Matt Duchene on the board again, and what a start in San Jose.
Well, this is running around. It's a turnover. There's a little bit of puck pressure from Gronlund to start things off a little bit, but just a mess out in front of their net. A drive by, I think it clipped off of Ballman, the defenseman, and sort of knuckle floater over top of.
Half a period in the books, and fanning on it hits. The puck made its way right to him. Dumba got it on that rebound, score! An emphatic fist pump from Jason Robertson. He's got the equalizer, his 20th of the season, and the Stars have tied it at 2.
He has such impeccable timing. The Stars drilled it deep and went after them the first time that way. And then it's just simplistic offense, right? Just make sure you get the puck to the net. Matt Dumba does that. It is a nectarous rebound for Robertson to plop into the yawning cage. And a pretty emphatic celebration.
Over 100 points is a big reverse check thrown by Marchment. And then scored! He just bounced it in off of Vanacek. The puck was on the wall. Marchment, you could see his smile through that full face shield, and the Stars have come back to take the lead here in the first.
Well, watch the buck and belt along the boards that initiates all this. Littlejohn, bang, good night. I'm gonna open up some space, and then Marchment just hacks at it. It's a bludgeon goal for Mason, who had only tallied a couple of goals in the last dozen games that he played. Of course, mixed in there the nasty facial injury and surgery. So the Stars have erased the immediate
/Rangers. Right off the draw, score! Thomas Harley let the shot go from the point. Matt Duchene may have redirected it. A power play goal. It's the 4th unanswered from Dallas.
Matt Duchene's been almost unbeatable on faceoffs in the game. He wins it clean against Luke Cunnin and then just stands there. It's a perfectly tippable shot off the stick of Thomas Harley, and an easy breezy redirect from a scorching hot Matt Duchene. Perfect look. I love Supermo. Zing it down, bounces after the redirect.
Saved by DeSmith. Picked up by Ben. Across with Bork, the drop pass. Bork scores! The rookie stays hot. Maverick Bork's got himself another. Make it 5 unanswered for Dallas. They've opened up a 3-goal lead.
Well, San Jose has kind of butchered a few of their better scoring opportunities and missed the net. Give some credit to DeSmith. His positioning has maybe forced some of that stuff wide of the net in transition. Captain takes the line, buys some space. See Jamie Benn just attack that defenseman, occupy his stick, and open up a little bit of space for Maverick to waft in there. Goes against the grain and beats Vitek Vanacek cleanly on that stick side.
And it comes out to center. Blackwell will poke to himself, right circle, and the wrist shot goes wide. Then Beck in front, tip, score! Right in front, Wyatt Johnston, the redirection. And there it is. The Stars do indeed get to 6 and have a 6-2 lead.
And the kid's pretty good at that play. And look, give some flowers to Oscar Beck on the boards. He gets this to the front of the net quickly. That long reach, great awareness. You know, the initial shot goes wide of the net. You can see Oscar peek over his shoulder and see that Wyatt was going to the front of the net unmarked. He just manipulates the stick blade in order to get it elevated over the shoulder. And the Stars have a half dozen.
The Sharks have seen the opponent get to a half dozen plus, and that's just a tough way to live on a nightly basis. Hintz trying to kick the extra point as it's moved up high. Esa Lindell over to the left. Harley snaps a shot. He scores! What a gorgeous shot from Thomas Harley. He had only a corner and he picked it. The kick is good. 7-2.
Just acres of room in their zone, and they can't close down the play. Give some credit to Roope Hintz for continuing on as he tried to pierce through. And look, it's a pretty shot. It's a shot at this level that should probably get repelled. I don't know how you give up that spot. He picked the window, and Thomas can spin a puck.
At 13 minutes.
Good save.
Bellow about, still work to go.
Here's Ben all alone. He scores! The captain makes it 8 as the Stars have built a snowman here in California.
I would say the defenses have ruptured. It's an easy breezy breakaway. Jamie had all the time in the world. He didn't even have to get out of third gear. Walks in, measures, and sizzles one low on the glove hand side. A reachy attempt from
Bourque centering this line of Ben and Dodonov to begin things. Back for Dumba, tip in front, score on the rebound! Evgeny Dodonov. He's had a fantastic season. The break hasn't slowed it down. Dodonov 16th of the year to break the seal.
Well, it's the first real look at Jake Allen in the Devils' end of the rink, and it's a sweet feed, an intelligent shot. You can see that Matt Dumba spied Dodonov wide open. I think Nemitz, the defenseman on that side of the ice, pushed way up top. They vacated the general vicinity around their own net, and the rebound is tucked home. Second purpose from Dodonov, who, when you look at his numbers.
Stars power play for the season just under 20%, going up against a very strong New Jersey kill. Here's Harley, a shot, he scores! Wouldn't be denied that time. And a storybook 2-week segment for Thomas Harley keeps on going here in New Jersey.
Right from winning the draw, possession's a humongous part of it. Little help for Wyatt Johnston, and there's Harley again. I just love his ability to swivel hips, work to the middle, and then attack. He had one thing on his mind: get the middle of the ice first. If there's a lane, I'm gonna rip it. There's no way that Jake Allen saw that release. Beautiful to watch. Just the smooth consistency of whipped butter.
Dallas picks it up, feeds the slot, shot, score! Matt Duchene gets it right back for Dallas.
Well, they capitalize on an absolutely cadaverous D-to-D. I'm sure Sheldon Keefe is in disbelief. It's a simple play. It's a dump in. Stars are getting a change in on defense, and as Pesce tries to go back to his partner, Luke Hughes, they make a mess of that. It generates the shot from the slot, and a guy that got absolutely stoned earlier in the period on his follow-up wires this one.
Centers, knocked away, puck is loose, Meyer had it poked away, Wyatt Johnston fights through contact for the empty net, it's over! Wyatt Johnston, a short-handed empty net goal, and the Stars are going to return from the break with a win here in New Jersey.
Well, Timo Meyer's going to wear some goat horns for trying to get too much done just inside the blue line, and credit the Stars for their kibble on it, especially Wyatt. Ultimately, he's the guy that steals the second little swerve in the zone and then scrambles ahead, and that's just terrific work by a fantastic young player. Keeps his balance, peers over his shoulder, easy breezy to make this a 4-2 final. One of their character traits.
Got the puck again, is in front, Steele scores! Shot from Ceci was blocked, stayed in the slot, collected by Sam Steele, and Dallas opens the scoring early.
It has been a while since Sam Steele put a puck in the net. It was a beauty. It was a dazzling tuck it under the bar goal against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Simple stuff. Win a puck back. The shot hits a herd in front of the net, and good hustle and anticipation from Sam Steele. Little swerve, he beats Sorokin over that blocker. The Stars have really leaned in here and had the Islanders on their heels. They look like the team that played last night, and the Islanders are looking like...
Line not out, Lindell keeps it. Great shift by Dallas. Robertson, he scores! What a shift! And what a finish from Jason Robertson, who gives the lead back to Dallas.
Man, they just kept going. This reminded me of that power play back in the opening period. Great stop by Sorokin on a drive-by chance for Rope Hintz in the slot. It looked like Maverick Bork had a shot at it too. And just like that power play, the Islanders really sloppy getting the puck under control and out of their zone. They turn it over again, and that turnover turns into Jason Robertson doing what Jason Robertson has been doing. That's 11 goals for him now in the last 16 games.
Power play for the Stars, chance number 2. Had some great looks on the first period power play. Good movement, shot, score by Robertson. Brilliant triangle passing. And early into their major power play, the Stars take the lead. Robertson second of the game.
Man, they work the puck into the zone. It starts with Matt Duchene again, and it's just a zigzag and no answer. You can see how Sorokin never got himself set for this. What a great play by Duchene to get it interior immediately, and then they work it against the grain. Just bang. Touch pass from Rope Hintz. He knew exactly where Robertson was going to be. Tonight, he was just supporting his partner in this one, and that scrap gets him out of the game for a long time.
Duchene, Johnston save, rebound, score! Robertson completes the hat trick. All 3 goals here in the second period, the last 2 on the power play. What a night for Jason Robertson.
You know, Jason Robertson gets 2 or 3 good scoring chances, it feels like, every night. Doesn't convert them all. He's converting them all here tonight. They win the draw, which is the hallmark of the Stars' power play surge here in 2025. Again, it's great puck work from Duchene to Wyatt Johnston in the slot. They just make it sing. Draw it down. Rebound opportunity. Robertson, perfect timing getting to the front of the net. No coverage from the Islanders' penalty kill.
Low for Dodonov. Plays keep away from Provorov. Game of catch with Harley. Johnston now curling off the dot. In front, tipped, Ben on the doorstep, score! Jamie Benn from in tight, a couple whacks at it, and the Stars are on the board. The captain opens the scoring for Dallas.
Yeah, this is just man strength aside the net, and Dante Fabro, the defenseman there, just allows Jamie to do whatever he wanted. And it's a diving desperation attempt from Merzlikins to try to get, he got the first one with the paddle of the stick, but Fabro just basically did nothing. Watched Jamie twice, 3 times, bludgeon that thing over the line.
7th goal for the D-man. Rope Hintz with the shot, bounce right back to him, he scores! Rope Hintz, his initial shot was blocked right back his direction. The low second effort, Dallas gets their second of the game.
Well, you can see on Dean Evison, the coach of the Blue Jackets, that coaches just hate this. You just took control of the game, and on the next shift, you get loose in your own zone. It's a perfect ricochet right back to Rope. And it looked as though Merzlikins at least had a lane toward it visually after it hit the bodies in front. Never got himself set, and Hintz buried it in the low corner. You know, as Robertson has resumed scoring.
Stars have killed off both Jackets' power plays. They have not gone up a man themselves. Granlund steals it in front, score! Jason Robertson! Fresh off the hat trick on Sunday, he keeps it going in Columbus. The Stars are within a goal.
And right after that penalty kill, the Stars come out and with some hustle on it. I mean, it's a nothing play, and trying to get the bump. They call it the bump, right? You have a guy come low and slow down there, and the Stars forecheck just jumps it. The youngster peels it into the middle. Great play by Mikael Granlund to do just that. Feeds Robertson. He's feeling it from the other night, and it's a one-shot hockey game all of a sudden. This is a great note from Sportsnet.
Dadonov through center, was the third period hero in the first meeting. Follows it up, poke, save, rebound, score! Crashing the net, Maverick Bourque. And with 2:07 left in the third, the Stars have once again made this a one-goal game.
This is just a terrific drive play by Dadonov. He's surrounded by Blue Jackets. It's a curious play by the goaltender Merzlikins to go with a poke check as he's retreating. He got no help from the guys in blue in front of him, and just one of those. A mulligan for them, you would think.
Handoff for Harley, turning off the right side, shot stop, rebound, score! Jason Robertson, road, home, it doesn't matter lately for Robertson. The Dallas leading goal man adds another.
Man, he just had such wonderful anticipation, understands where to go. This is a shot that goes off on a 45-degree angle off the net front. You know, Kemper's thinking that he's just going to spit this away from anybody driving to the net front. That's where Stankoven was. They have lots of bodies down there, but it goes like perfectly onto the forehand.
No Miro Heiskanen remains out. Matt Dumba is quarterbacking this second power play unit look. Harley expected to play close to 2 minutes of a conventional minor, but with 4 minutes, Dumba will see some elongated time. Good tip in front, Duchesne! The perfect setup from Hintz. And Matt Duchesne, power play goal, gives the lead back to Dallas.
And that is right at the 2-minute mark. The earlier chance with Harley just sifting one through. One deflection, two deflections. Almost caught Kemper against the grain. Kopitar had a chance to get this out along the boards. At least he was in the fight. So was Kempe, who loaded on the wrong side of things. They were late in there. Stars showed a ton of tenacity and kibble to get the puck free. Spinning backhand, Pat just zig-zag. Watch how quickly this gets spun back. Nice work by Roope Hintz. He had to get his feet wheeling around a little bit in order to swing it back over. And as soon as it was on the tape, it was elevated and on net from Matt Duchesne.
Steele. Curling, finding Lindell. Shot, stop, rebound, score! Logan Stankoven!
What a wild panoply of scoring opportunities that led up to the Stankoven goal. Darcy Kemper never got set. Sideways, Duchesne wires one off the pipe. Matt Dumba with the extra effort ultimately springs forward. Wonderful pace by Ottinger to back in with him, made it look easy and with facility. And then this goal that Stankoven scored looked as though Kemper thought he had it. The wrist shot from the middle, never had it in the glove.
They're just 4 for 8 on the penalty kill, coming out of 4 nations, including 1 for 2 here tonight. Harley with a shot, score! Wyatt Johnston was in front. And the Stars get 2 on the power play and have a 4-1 lead.
And there's just so much room to do what they want. They're just dictating. They've had this hyper-aggressive penalty kill all messed up. Poke gaping holes in it. I mean, look at the room. They allow Harley to get the middle. Nobody goes with Wyatt Johnston to the front of the net. Wyatt trying to make sure he doesn't clack into the netminder. Gets the shaft of his stick on that.
Jason Robertson shoots in from center. Hintz in the corner and has it taken away by Doughty. And peeled off the wall. Hintz with his shot stopped. Rebound. Score! Tucked in! A second in the game for Stankoven. Some gorgeous hands in tight from Logan Stankoven. It is 5-2 Dallas.
Just like an evil mosquito around the net. It's the second time in the game that Kemper, the netminder, can't hang on to the puck, and that repurposing or regurgitating, nice little deflection originally messed up Kemper. On fairly fresh ice, you could see the goaltender just slide. There's no friction at all to stop him. Turnover by the Kings. Yeah, pretty dainty work by Stankoven, who's busting out of his goal-scoring shell here big time tonight.
They have the only goal so far this third, trying to keep it that way, and maybe not. Here, shorthanded, steal, a breakaway, steal, scores! Down a man, upstairs in the net. A half dozen for Dallas, and it is all smiles.
Good Lord, what a goal. What a terrific defensive play by Ilya Lyubushkin initially, and then scampering up ice is Sam Steele. Swift, elegant move to the backhand, elevation and marksmanship in equal measure. Look at him roam. That fabulous outlaw duster.
Dallas and St. Louis, no score early on. It's Marchment, scores! Changes that in a hurry. Mason Marchment, his third goal since his return, beat Hofer from the far right wing circle early. It's 1-0 Dallas.
Oh, that's got to feel good for Mason, who hasn't done a ton of goal scoring on either side of his injury. The Stars entered the attacking zone wide in 3 lanes. They draw it up that way. It was Granlund over on the left side. It was Maverick Bourque in the middle, and they basically just relayed it from the left wing side over to the right. Marchment's a left shot. Very Joe Nieuwendyk-like as he leaned away, ripped it, top blocker.
Stars on the counterattack. It's Mason Marchment who's got the Dallas goal to Ceci with a shot low and wide.
Man, Hofer fell down.
Shot score, Matt Duchene! Don't know if Hofer was ever fully reset. Came back to Duchene from the right wing circle. He goes high and the Stars move back in front.
Well, the difference in this opening period has been goaltending. The shots are 10-4. The score is 2-1 in favor of the team that has 4. It was a great entry. You know, nice patience by Mason Marchment to support the entry into the offensive zone. But when he moved the puck across the ice, I don't know what happened to Joel Hofer. He just fell down and he was looking back at his skates in that. And I don't think he ever got himself fully set, either physically or visually.
Move it to the point. Harley is there. Short bank pass and then touched out to center ice. Not a lot of time to reset. Only 7 seconds left. Harley, the handoff. Johnston is in. Wyatt Johnston to Hintz. Left it back. Johnston, he scored! He beat the clock! 0.0 shows on the scoreboard. It definitely went in before that. And a buzzer beater from the Stars on the power play will give them the lead heading into the intermission.
Yeah, there was about 0.7 of a second remaining. The brilliantly blistering lightning hands of Wyatt Johnston in traffic. He got that from his backhand to his forehand. He shoots right so quickly, and then away from Parayko, the defenseman, and again, it's elevated. It's ripped upstairs on Hofer, who has been leaky over the shoulders.
Stankoven helped keep it in. Now it's Rope Hintz. Pass to Robertson. Back to Hintz. He scores! Rope Hintz and Jason Robertson. Magic down low. And the Stars have opened up a 2-goal lead early in the second.
The shot at Jim Montgomery, the coach of the Blues, on the bench is like, you could read his mind. Is like, well, that didn't work. The goalie change. Just absolute slop defensively, as I think it was Parayko had it and a little too casual. They turn it over right at their own blue line on exit, and he's out of position. He's trying to chase down Hintz. That it looked as though they could have had it broken up. It wasn't defended very well by Fowler, who allowed the pass to get across.
To the corner for Robertson. He leaves in the corner now, Duchesne. Going back for Robertson, neatly cut it out of midair. Allows the Stars to retain possession. Harley, then Hintz. Right side Robertson, down low Duchesne. Left side shot, score, Johnston! It was a masterpiece of movement. Wyatt Johnston on the tail end of it, but all 5 guys have their fingerprints on the 5th Stars goal and their 3rd on the power play.
My God, they're just infantilizing the penalty kill of the Blues, who had him on the perimeter, and then once the Stars broke free, a nice little dainty play by Thomas Harley up top. It spreads out the penalty killers, and from there they work the wide triangle from down in the right wing corner to the slot with Rope Hintz to the low left wing side. On the forehand is Wyatt Johnston. When's the last time they scored 4?
It was not this year. Harley has it, feeds it to the left, Robertson. Back, Harley save, rebound, score! Wyatt Johnston, and let the Hats fly! His 3rd goal. All of them on the power play. The Stars have a 6-3 lead. What a night for Johnston.
When's the last time we saw a power play, Hattie? And the Hats are raining down on American Airlines center ice. Right from the faceoff, Radek Fox broke his stick. That's been problematic for the Blues throughout the game tonight. And from there, the Stars get it to the net quick. They had the penalty killers for the Blues spinning. It's been their issue throughout the game tonight. Their penalty kill is killing any chance of them getting anything out of the game here tonight.
Good shift here, but then stolen by Johnston. He'll race past Hamilton. Johnston in, scores! He picks up right where he left off 2 days ago, follows up the hat trick with the game's first goal, 1:39 in.
So this is very similar to the last meeting between these two teams. A ton of chances by New Jersey at one end, and then all of a sudden Dallas comes up ice and they get a chance. In this case, it's number 53, Wyatt Johnston, getting an opportunity as both defenseman and forward for New Jersey just get caught flat-footed. This started out as a 2-on-0. Dougie Hamilton able to get back just to get a stick there, but this is really Johnston.
Alice Cage taken away by Harley. He and Cotter tie up. Robertson worked it off the boards, and here come the Stars. Labushkin leading the charge, the puck carrier. He's in. He scores!
Oh, my.
Ilya Labushkin, end-to-end for his first goal with Dallas.
First goal with Dallas. It's his first in almost 150 NHL games. He only has now 6 in his career. The Stars bust out. The defenseman transports and dials it. He looked like he knew what he was doing. It's a goal scorer's goal. He gets Pesce to drop. He sends it blocker side on Markstrom on the odd man rush, and he gets a jubilant hockey hug.
He's on the faceoff with Johnston. It's won by Dallas. They go to work. Spread out the 5-on-3. Harley into the corner. Johnston back up high. It's Harley. Harley snaps to Johnston. Hintz. He scores! Rope Hintz. The beat goes on for him. His 25th of the year. Dallas up by 2, and they'll stay up a man.
It's another one that finds its way through Markstrom. I mean, just too many guys in green for the 3 individuals trying to kill this off to cover everybody, but he actually moves away from it. The shot from Hintz in the slot, it was kind of weird because of the stick of Pesce in there too, almost like an off-speed shot. Rope's had about it.
It's won back by the Stars. As Lindell, a shot got through and a save from Markstrom. Kept alive by Dallas. 7 seconds left. Here's Harley, his wrister. He scores! Thomas Harley! 3.9 seconds left. The Stars pull a rabbit out of their hat late.
Maybe the weariness of the Devils' defense finally conspired against him. It's Kovacevic icing the puck that leads to the face-off down in Devils' ice. The Stars win the draw. Granlund out there along with them. And that screenshot from Thomas Harley, again, it's a goal that hits almost the middle of the net. Like, it wasn't tucked in a corner. A lot of intensity and physicality.
Ben fights off and then back towards Dumba. Dallas changing. Shot save, Vladar. Rebound. Score! Guess who? Wyatt Johnston continues his tear and gets Dallas on the board.
Good shift by that line that has been excellent at times in the game. Nice sneaky play by the captain to get him into the zone. They're slipping a change in on defense, and a huge, humongous rebound off of Vladar is entombed by Wyatt Johnston. Again, cookie jar, short side and in a hurry. Penetrating shot by Dumba, and bang, rebound on the board.
Dell's stick was in the right place. Intercept that. Stars in. Hintz leaves. Robertson scores! The low shot. Vladar couldn't believe it got past him. Jason Robertson stays hot, and the Stars have tied it at 2.
Flames may be guilty of trying to rely on their 1-goal lead too much. It's a bad turnover trying to install it deep by Kadri. A great play by Wyatt Johnston to pick it out of midair on the entry. Little flip from Lindell. Wonderful hand-eye coordination to knock it down. And then a sly, sifting wrister underneath of Vladar, who died a little bit. All the great saves in the game from him.
Puck got all the way deep, and now the Stars counter. Matt Duchene. He has been an overtime hero quite a few times in Dallas. For Hintz in front. Score! Robertson! It went off his stick and found the net. And what a fitting finish. The Stars come back and sweep the homestand. 3-2, they beat the Flames in overtime.
You just know you have something pretty special going on as you survive chances like that. It was the 3rd post hit by the Flames here in overtime. That close. Late in an overtime shift, Matt Duchene just delays, wets the sugar. Sharon Govich was the forward back trying to play defense. A quick touch pass from Rope Hintz, and Robertson with the tying goal and then the winning goal, and both of them right on the ice, sliding through like a wet bar of soap to give the Stars the comeback and the full 2 points. Wowza!
Fed over to the left now. Johnston upstairs for Harley. Rantanen, right wing circle, in front, tip, rebound, score! Wyatt Johnston gets the contract yesterday, gets the game's first goal, and extends his career-long point streak to 9 games.
The genesis of it is Mikko Rantanen's playmaking on the right wing half wall. He gets it, dusts it up. They had double tip opportunities in front of that. It'd be interesting. Did both guys in front of the net touch it, or just one? We know who scored it, and that was Wyatt Johnston, the third guy to it. How do you defend that? Points of danger all over the place.
Stars remain up a man. Another 51 seconds. Duchene across, shot, score! And it is Mikko Rantanen. A laser on the power play. Rantanen in his Dallas debut has his first goal and points on both Stars tallies.
Yeah, he's made an excellent power play better. Earlier, the shot short side, he nails the elbow over the glove. He had that little sauce pass into the slot to Duchene. He gets the return this time. Patented, deadly. We showcased it off the top, how functional he is from that right face-off circle. Elevates it over top. Skinner can't get there. And yeah, multi-point night.
Rantanen getting a goal. The Stars score again. Jamie Benn immediately afterwards. Rantanen's first with Dallas. Benn's 399th with Dallas. And in a blink of an eye, it's a hockey game.
Oh, elevation and execution. Stars able to drive the puck down deep. Good work by Evgeny Dodonov. That's one of his best skills. And then it's sort of adjacent token defending this time from Bouchard and Kulak. And Jamie Benn with a fadeaway backhand that gets tucked under the bar. Skinner was just like rigor mortis set in. He dropped down in the butterfly and waited on it.
Handcuffed by Bischel. Nice move by Duchene, who's in. Leaves it. Granlund. Shot. Goes wide. Rebound. Bounced away. Scored! The blast from Dumba. Off of Skinner, off of Emberson, and in. It is 3 straight in the third for Dallas. They're within a goal. Dumba has his first with the Stars.
From the Stars' end of things, a good defensive play by young Bischel to take his man to the pipe, and then, you know, friendly. This has happened to both teams in the game now tonight. Big, rapid, yeah, direct, just drill it at the net. After the initial rush through the middle, rattles off the young defender for them, just like Harley went off of Harley on a 2-on-1 in the second period. This is a one-shot hockey game with 11 minutes to go in regulation.
Centered it, got through everyone. Lyubushkin holds, slapped down for Dodonov, who's now got Harley. Wrist shot, save, score! It hit Lankinen and then trickled in. Maverick Bourque was around the front of the net, but it's the Stars who strike first. A little more than 5 into the second period.
Yeah, Thomas Harley has that penetrating shot from the blue line. This one trickles in. Lankinen obviously ends up screened on it. Nice work by the entire group. They go what they call low to high a couple times. The attempt to the front of the net, down low, back up high again. The shot through. Excellent work by Maverick Bourque to get to the net front, and through that little knot of humanity, Lankinen could never catch up to it. It dribbles past the left pad.
The dot to win this draw, he does. Now over for Ceci, shot stop, rebound, score, Granlund! his first with the Stars. In the final minute of this second period, gives the lead back to Dallas.
Well, watch this right from the draw, because Granlund helps out Rantanen win this. Rantanen's in there. In comes Mikhail Granlund. He sort of holds a little bit of ice. This is an absolutely gargantuan rebound off of Lankinen. He punches it right into the wheelhouse, and all those opportunities that Granlund's had to score his first as a Dallas Star, he's not going to miss that as he drills it.
And the Stars will go the other way. Robertson, Duchesne, Robertson, score! Jason Robertson, the end-to-end rush, and Dallas has doubled their lead.
What this is winning hockey. The Stars, after turning the puck over up ice, hustle to get back. It's Robertson on both ends of that, and then drives to the net. He basically just blows past Pettersson, and a perfectly laid pass from Matt Duchesne, who's having an incredible season offensively on the road. Pretty as they come, but it was work-based.
6-on-5 here for Vancouver. Bounces past Hronek. Mikko Rantanen towards the empty net. He scores! It's 2 goals in 2 games for Mikko Rantanen in Dallas. This one, the knockout punch in Vancouver.
It's a nice pace to be on. Tough bounce for the Canucks right at the blue line, and an easy bullseye for the exquisite goal scorer Rantanen.
Ceci on the near side. Now in front, shot, score! Mason Marchment gets the goal. The Stars spoil the shutout bid for Hellebuck. Marchment is on the board.
This is a slick setup from Evgeny Dodonov, the whirling dervish setup. He was the guy delaying out in neutral ice. He just hands it off and then gets it back again down deep. Must have understood where, or heard from Mason Marchment, he'd have to bark through that Franken visor in order to let him hear it, and a quick snapper from Marchment.
Mikko Rantanen, 619 career games for the Colorado Avalanche. He will pick it up, feed it in front now. Robertson scores! Rope Hintz set it up after Mikko Rantanen made the play. The Stars strike first, and what a way for Rantanen to get his 400th career NHL assist. He does it here in Denver.
Well, originally they got a gift. The Avalanche trying to work it up the left wing boards in their own zone. It ran into or clacked into the referee. And from that, the Stars were able to get possession and absolutely froze. I mean, rigor mortis set in on Scott Wedgwood when that pass went in front to Hintz, bumped right back to Robertson. He had nothing but net to beat his old buddy, and he seems to have a bit of a mind meld on Wedgwood.
Wyatt Johnston finds Maverick Bourque at center. The rookie across the line for Ben. They go back for Bourque. Curls onto the forehand and blew a tire as he was turning. Stars though steal. Work back for Bourque. Bourque delays to Ben. Save! Wedgwood sprawling with the glove. Took 400 away from the captain. Stars shoot. Wedgwood stop. Ben again. Still loose. Scored! Bourque after chaos in the Colorado crease. And they kept on attacking. And Maverick Bourque sent one off of bodies into the net. The Stars are within a goal with 5:48 to play.
Man, talk about an unnecessary goal against from an Avalanche perspective. Lindgren, one of their newcomers, turned it over, and that fed the Stars' survival mode. What an unconscious stop by Wedgwood on Ben initially, and I think Maverick Bourque's had an outstanding afternoon here, and he just sort of twists or curls the wrist to get it toward Wedgwood, and as he's flopping around, it went off of his pelvis, rode up, and rode into the net. the Avalanche have been unable to put the Stars away.
Girard turned it over. Granlund to Marchment, up high, here's Lindell, shot, save, rebound, score! They've tied it, and it's Matt Duchene! The Stars get 2 back-to-back, and it's a 3-3 hockey game here in Denver.
Same thing, boos are loud. Duchene, it's music to the ears for him here in Denver. It's another egregious turnover by their D. And both of them have been absolutely fatal. Lindgren earlier, this one on Girard. And very quickly the Stars turn those mistakes with the puck into goals in the game. They have been outshot 34-20. They're level at 3.
Game of catch right back to him. Left wing circle. And up top, Harley. Rister, score! Wyatt Johnston was on the doorstep, may have gotten a piece. And Johnston, if he did, doesn't take him long to run his home point streak to 15 games and open the scoring.
Yeah, very passive diamond penalty kill from the Ducks, allowed the Stars to work it around the perimeter. Nobody even gazed toward Johnston in front of the net. Harley with that patented lean on it wrist shot, and a very subtle redirect by Wyatt Johnston, who co-leads the NHL.
Towards Duchene. Walks in, hits the brakes, fed it across. Granlund settles, tight angle, he scored! He found a hole! Mikhail Granlund, his second goal in a Star sweater, and it gives Dallas the lead right back here early in the second.
Yeah, this is a nothing burger, and why not just try to send it toward the net? That's a severe angle. I wonder whether the puck went up on end, and because it was up on end, got through the little crack. Certainly was bouncing around, and Dostal just did not have it closed down as he should have. You can see the window right over that right pad and under his right hip, and Granlund hit the spot.
Left wing corner boards. Stars step in. Ben up high. Harley scores! Thomas Harley picked the corner for number 13 on the season. And it's a tied hockey game.
Yeah, you're wondering whether he can top last year's total in that regard. It's a bargy play by both Bork and Ben down deep. This sensational alliteration by me as well. And an aggressive play by Harley to get into the low slot. Understands he's got to fight off a check and elevate the puck. He does both as he falls to one knee, and the game is tied again.
Harley now hints. Right circle. In front, poked away. Follow up, score! Granlund! Second of the game. Overtime winner. And the Stars winning streak on home ice rolls to 8.
Well, the stop by Dostal on Duchene on a 2-on-1. At the other end, quick wrister from Jacob Trouba, regurgitated by Ottinger. From there, Harley drives deep. The Ducks actually give this right back to Granlund. They break it up. They have a chance to control it. I don't know that McTavish, I think it was, ever got his eyes on it. He had his head up. It bounced over his blade. Opportunistic backhand from Mikhail Granlund. Chewing away on the mouth guard in celebration with an uppercut. If you don't elevate, it's hard to accumulate in the NHL. A tying goal over the glove of Dostal. The winning goal over the glove of Lucas Dostal, and the Stars get the full 2 points and yet another victory.
Dallas looking to punch back immediately. They've got Blackwell. Turnaround, score! Steele was in front. Looked like he got a piece. The Stars do indeed punch back, and they're on the board.
Well, this is one thing the Stars have been getting on home ice is production from their fourth line, and they're able to spread out the Lightning and make them chase a little bit in the defensive zone and then get toward the net. And it's Colin Blackwell up top, his wrister, it's, I think, redirected by Oscar Beck. It looked as though he got the shaft of his stick on it there. Steele was in there. That's now 10 goals from the fourth line.
Outer portion of the left circle, now down behind the net. Granlund for Duchesne, quick shot, pinballs, and loose, score! Marchment! A circus-style power play goal with a second left on Hedman's minor. This game is tied at 2.
I don't know what happened with Brandon Hagel after the rush up the ice. It's a great keep-in by Matt Dumba, right at the blue line. Not a lot, but he just whacks it into the zone. It goes right past Hagel, and from there, Mikael Granlund's able to take it deep. The quick shot off the pass from Duchesne. Chaos and havoc right at the net. You can see Big Vasilevsky get something on the first twitch to keep the second one out, and as often happens, it's the second mouse to the cheese. As who are they going to give it to? It's another controversial, perhaps Jamie Benn goal. If it's Jamie's, it's a milestone.
2 Flyers defensemen unable to clear. Blackwell, nice thread to Harley, score! The first shot of the game for Dallas, and it's Thomas Harley's 14th goal this season to open the scoring.
Well, these guys that actually had a good game the other night, the Stars' fourth line with some grunt work on the forecheck. Nice little delay and slip play by Colin Blackwell to get Harley the puck, and it's just a forest of green and orange and a lot of black between that shot and the back of the net. Tough time seeing that. Harley is like Mensa level.
Across the line, Granlund looking for help, has it, Lindell, he scores! 2 shots, 2 defensemen, 2-0 Dallas.
Well, after that mosh battle down in the corner, the Stars come up with it, and it's the hallmark of Dallas's offense when they get a fourth guy to the rush. Fourth guy's the defenseman, along with the 3 forwards. The Flyers with dreadful back pressure. It's an easy catch and release for Lindell in the slot. Little button hook, and zing, against the grain. It's mid-glove on Fedotov, very stoppable. Go to OT.
The Flyers win the draw back, but a foot race as Robertson goes to challenge, and the Stars with the puck in front, score! Over immediately! Thomas Harley! He started the scoring, he ends the scoring, he ends the game, and Dallas wins it in overtime!
Well, right from the draw at center ice, they're able to win it, but it's a ghastly mistake with the puck, and terrific pursuit by Jason Robertson. Ersson tries to eliminate the stick in frustration and does just that, ends its life. Bad decision to shovel it in behind. Thomas Harley, who's got a knack for ending games past 60 minutes, gets a juicy look, a nectarous loose puck, and deposits it 5-hole on Ersson. That 5 shutouts is a big number, and amongst the leaders.
Stars trying to crack one here. Shot, score! They do! Thomas Harley, the shot from the blue line. It pinballed around, and Wyatt Johnston, with his latest power play goal, opens the scoring in the game.
He'd gone into a little lull in the offensive department of his overall game. It starts with a hungry face-off win by Rope Hintz. A very tippable slide shot from Thomas Harley. He gains the middle, gets a shooting lane. They have the I formation screen tip available with Hintz in front. Look at how wide open Wyatt Johnston is. He actually deflects it through the legs of Middleton. No way Gustafsson can see it.
Ben hustling down to help take it away from Bogosian. Duchesne shot, score! Ben was cutting in front. Duchesne, the screen shot, and Dallas doubles up immediately.
Well, if you want to hunt, or if you want to eat, you better hunt, and that's what the Stars do and have been doing here in the period. They get after Bogosian, who gets double teamed, loses full control, and then Duchesne with a delay. Another goal scored between a defender's legs. Another screenshot that Gustafsson never sees. Both Spurgeon and Ben optically inconvenience him. And the Stars go bing bong.
Face-offs, a 50-50 soft. Stars steal it away. Marchment, dagger into the empty net. Mason Marchment picks up his 3rd goal this season against Minnesota. And that ends all the drama at American Airlines Center. The homestand's going to end with a bang.
It's a terrific play by Mikko Rantanen, and neutral ice just knocks it out of midair. And from there, everybody gets a point on the empty netter. Hintz comes scooping in, feeds Mason Marchment for his 7th goal in 11 career games against Minnesota. Not going to miss that one.
No score. Stars now will bring in all alone in front. Shot, score! Wyatt Johnston. It came from nothing as the Stars were absorbing and then moved it out into the slot. Johnston untouched. And the kid is red hot, opens the scoring again.
And he was at the hash marks at the circle when he caught up to that puck. Their top pair on defense, Ekholm and Bouchard, were caught flat-footed at the blue line. It's a lucky, fortunate play. I can hear the word opportunistic drifting into the Stars vernacular. Outshot 10-4, not threatening at all, and up 1-0.
With 2 guys lost in the opening minute of this period, they're both back on the scene immediately. Left wing side, Rantanen spun down, got it over the Hintz. Backhand score! Jason Robertson! And he picks up his 30th goal of the season. Just outside the crease, it is 2-0 Dallas.
Both of their goals in the game here tonight have been on kind of weird broken plays, and it's a little chip pass by Rope Hintz and a great second effort from Mikko Rantanen, who was tumbling down as he sort of swept around with his stick to get it in the general vicinity of Hintz in the slot, and then Robertson did the rest. It's very Dallas Stars-like tonight. Opportunistic goal scoring. Great goaltending from Ottinger in a 2-0 lead here early in the second.
Wide by Nurse as Robertson's out of the box. They'll play it ahead. Robertson in. He's with Rantanen. Left circle shot. Score! Robertson, 2nd of the period. He goes from the penalty box to the scoreboard. And it's 3-0 Dallas.
It's a good play by Rope Hintz back in his own zone to chip it out of there, and it's just one of those perfect timing plays and dreadful awareness for the Oilers. You know, it's simple stuff. Probably need a save from Skinner there. You know, the only option was going to be the shot. He didn't read that. Exposed a lot on the short side. And you're witnessing exactly what you get or should get
on the draw. It's one back by the Oilers. Stars get it back and broken up with the pass intended for Robertson. Here's Harley to Robertson. Score! He tipped it in, drew the penalty, completes the hat trick.
And they stay on the power play. Still, there were 3 seconds remaining in the Bouchard minor. Jason should go by their bench. He should take a cruise right straight over to the penalty box and past Darnell Nurse. A couple of hats have hit the ice here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them now. There's another. There's a peppering of Stars fans here tonight, and they are saluting the Hattie from Jason Robertson, who has 3 of the Stars' 4 goals. They're up 4-0 with 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. Frustration has built on the Oilers side of things, and the Stars have just kind of cruised to the 4-0.
Thomas Harley weaves in, feeds Robertson as we move into 6-digit territory. Rope hits, he scores in the low slot. And welcome everybody who's tuned in. First goal of the game to Rope Hintz in Dallas.
So Dallas Stars, especially on this road trip, you know, they get on their back foot. They sustain a ton of really good scoring opportunities. DeSmith with that save on Zari at the other end, and then it's a herky-jerky kind of stalled double clutch entry into the zone. Thomas Harley breezes in there. Robertson takes a hit to create a little bit of open ice. Starts taking a page out of the Flames book a little bit here tonight. Just kind of hang around. Stay in this thing. Counterpunch.
Wyatt Johnston, nice move to the forehand. Wolf the save, rebound, score! Oh my goodness! Johnston, his latest masterpiece. He's got goals in 3 straight, and the Stars reclaim the lead on a highlight reel tally.
Man, you want to see determination personified. A little chip down. It's the defenseman Bischel that gets it into the zone, and then just sort of deking and barking and bucking to the net is Wyatt Johnston. Look at the hands. Undresses Miromanov, fakes out Dustin Wolf, elevates it enough to give the Stars the lead. What a goal. What a goal.
Cody Ceci for Duchesne. Fighting off the wall, over to Granlund, who scores! Duchesne did the work. Marchman picked it up, spotted Granlund. In the blink of an eye, the Stars have a 2-goal lead.
This is the second goal of the game that pair on defense has given up like that. Ball and Anderson, and it's the persistence. It's the puck pressure again of that line on it. Duchesne along the boards. It looks like they have it closed down, but again, persistence to squeeze it free. The quick change of the point of attack. Great isolation on Granlund. Just stay open, wait on it. He has that in spades, man. Watching him play, he
just clipped a piece of a deflection and missed it. Robertson the other way, has a cutter, fed to Hintz, save, Wolf, rebound, score! Mikko Rantanen! The Stars back in front by 2. Rantanen back on the board.
Man, that's going to be a boot to the guts in this building. The Stars survived those opportunities for the Flames on the power play. What a wonderful setup. Well crafted for Ross Basil in front. Backlund right in front of the net. Oscar Beck got to him just in the nick of time, and they botched that one. Off the failed one-timer in the slot, the Stars are able to take the line. Little bit of energy coming out of the penalty kill with fresh legs on the ice. Look at this little soft sauce. leads Roope Hintz. Follow-up is Mikko Rantanen.
Shot it right in off of Granlund, stung him. Pospisil checked hard by Marchment. Now Duchesne buries it. Marchment on the forecheck used the size, the strength, and Duchesne delivers the dagger here in Calgary.
Well, prior to all of that, the latest in the sensation of Casey DeSmith tonight. Nimble and larcenous on Morgan Frost. What a capper on his night. This is just abuse from Mason Marchment on Pospisil to feed Duchesne for an easy, leaky one in front.
Bork across the line, down into the corner, and then Alexiak angled off Steele. Bork has it. Turns out, waits, shoots, save, rebound, score! Jason Robertson! The Stars' leading goal man gets them on the board. Pointed right at Maverick Bork for the initial shot, and the Stars have tied it at 1.
Yeah, this is very similar to the Tolvanen goal that opened the scoring for the Kraken. Stars are doing a better job here the last few shifts, working the puck in behind the Seattle Kraken net. It's just hungry, dogged work from the rookie Maverick Bork, an assist from Sam Steele, and on the business end of all that, the Stars' best sniper, Jason Robertson, with a yawning net after the rebound.
Harley to Rantanen, above the right wing circle, goes low Robertson. Now Hintz, shot, score! Hintz put it right in the corner. The setup from Robertson. The Stars immediately cash in on the power play and take the lead.
Well, a good power play usually creates a 2-on-1, and watch how they create this here. Larson's worried about the cross-crease pass, number 6 on defense for the Kraken. And as soon as they recognize that, there's Roope Hintz wide open. It's served right into the wheelhouse on him from Jason Robertson. Just a lovely, subtle little truffle sauce to Hintz.
Granlund, Ben, Marchment, Harley, and Duchesne. The 5 out there. Granlund tip in the slot by Ben. Just up high and over. Ben a goal shy of a milestone. Right wing side, Marchment scores! And Dallas cashes in again, their second power play goal of the game. They have doubled their lead in the opening minute of the third.
Yeah, that'll leave a mark, that one. Jamie Benn wins the draw and then sets up for the high tip. He actually, I think, tipped it off the name bar on Mason Marchment. And then the eventual goal score, it's just a simple wrister, like a fadeaway wrister that Decord, the netminder, scrambling to get himself set. He's skating on his knees, essentially. Pass shouldn't have probably gotten through. The shot.
Matt Dumba was all over him, and then Dumba got tripped up in the aftermath. Referee was right there. Play goes on. Here's Johnston in. Wyatt Johnston back in. He scores! He is automatic. He is nightly. And he is quite the talent.
He's also a man of his word. He emphatically told me he was going to continue the goal run he's on this morning. Look at this. Protect the puck, slide it to the backhand. He's so velvety. It's Mikko Rantanen that leads him with that feathery pass, and the kid does the rest. His hands are so violent in tight. Drag and stuff, and 4-1 Stars.
Hunter got enough to send that one wide. And Hintz up ahead. Mikko Rantanen. There's an empty net. He spins and buries a backhand. Empty net goal, and those aren't always artful, but you could frame that one. Rantanen, a 3-point game in the exclamation point.
I give a ton of credit to Roope Hintz, who's had a great game tonight. This is a dogged fight for the puck that he chips forward, and then a paralyzing spinorama. He scores some of the most gorgeous empty net goals I've ever seen, going back to when the Stars were playing against Rantanen.
Dumba shot. That one crumbled. McCann kept alive and score! Shot by Marchment, tipped in front by Duchesne, and the Stars answer right back to tie the game.
That goal moves Matt Duchesne on the brink of a 30-goal campaign. What a wonderful answer from the Stars. Obviously, the Kraken were down a man as McCann gets buckled by that wrist shot up top. There's a little bit of open space, real simplistic stuff. Feed it off. Mason Marchment was going to miss the net by a considerable margin. Rolling puck, buggy whip stick, and instead Duchesne right in front of the net.
Jessa Lindell hands it forward. Johnston fighting through. He scores! Wyatt Johnston. The goal-scoring streak up to 5 games, and Dallas is in front.
That youthful exuberance as he pours off the bench, along with the captain. He just pierces through the defenses of the Kraken and is able to hold off Dunn. He just untangles his stick. It's probably a difficult read for goaltender Grubauer as it comes so quick. He's not sure when it's going to be released, and it is spanked home.
Outside edge of his crease, chipped by Lindell, bounces over to Granlund. His bid to the empty net, and he scores! Mikael Granlund from the Dallas zone into the vacant cage. A 3-1 Stars lead with just over a minute to play.
That would have been pretty close to winning free tickets or something. He nailed the middle of the net after Thomas Harley didn't want that puck. Comes right to him at the net front. They shove it back in the corner. They won a bunch of battles on the outskirts in their own zone to get a handle on it enough to where Granlund had to wait on it as it bounced over to him.
Came earlier this frame. Stars steal it. Duchesne snaps Marchment. Granlund. Marchment again. Looking for Duchesne. Got it there. Right wing wall. Duchesne tipped and scored! The redirection in front by Granlund. And there is the Dallas breakthrough. Game is tied at 1.
Big Andreas Englund had an opportunity to get this thing out. And after the turnover, the Stars able to dictate a little bit. What a beautiful deflection in front of the net. Englund's on his back. He shoves him, but that low body of Mikael Granlund's, that low center of gravity, is able to absorb that, angle the stick, a perfectly redirected puck off the pipe. The goaltender didn't get out and stick him.
So you have the two former Preds. They played together in Nashville, parts of 4 seasons, and they combined for the Stars' goal against Nashville. Here's Marchment with a low shot. He scores! Last minute of the second, first minute of the third, and the Stars are in front.
That's how you flip a game. Matt Duchesne just charges into the zone. This has happened a lot to the Stars in the game where they burp it up just inside the line. The Predators have had a beat on that, but this time Duchesne fights to get it back. And it's a very simplistic shot from Marchment. He's looking across. He gets rigor mortis to set in on and drills it 5-hole.
Goes, but Rantanen was back checking and took it away. Numbers for Dallas. Robertson in. Rantanen. Robertson in front. He scores! The 3-man rush creates a 3-1 lead.
Oh, this is born out of some diligent tracking back to help out. That's Rantanen. Never gave up on the play. Smothers Stamkos in the drop pass. They turn in transition. All 3 guys. This is ritzy and glitzy and dazzling. 3-on-1. Good luck. Bing, bang, boom. Made it sing. Nothing works quicker than the puck. Changed the point of attack multiple times.
Throws out to Bork. Wide open. He feeds it ahead. In. Forehand. Johnston. Of course. 6 games in a row. Wyatt Johnston. And Dallas has broken it open.
Well, man, Maverick Bork did one of those take a hit to make a play. He protects it, chips it, and gets destroyed. But as he does that, he springs the hottest goal scorer in the National Hockey League. A drive-by hit, and then a full-on lobotomy on Onanen. Look at this. Head up. Throws him some silly stick language, drops him, pops him. 6 straight games with a tally.
Forward Robertson spun, grabbed by Rantanen. The half wall finds Bichel in. He scores! 2 goals in 2 games against Nashville for Liam Bichel. And the goal-scoring party continues.
And Mikko Rantanen. Wow. That's Bichel with the quick up to Robertson. The spinorama gets scooped up by Mikko Rantanen. He knows exactly where the seam is. They expect the weak side defenseman to jump in there. He just lays a perfect sauce through that general vicinity. Look at this. Shut it down. Sauce onto the blade. It's just Bichel in the netminder. It's the second goal that has gone thump straight through the Nashville netminder.
Clogged up on the wall, taken by Beck. He'll skate out to center, feed it ahead to Donov, steps in off the wing. He scores! Evgeny Dadonov, so good at getting behind the opposing defense, curled in off the left, went upstairs and tied the game at 1.
Well, by the end of this rush toward the Penguins net, all he really had to do was put the puck on net. Tristan Jarry just shrunk and capitulated straight to the back of his net. It's a little shovel backhand by Oscar Beck. Stars able to win the puck back in their own zone. Evgeny busts in on the left wing side. Puck's rolling up on end, and Jarry retreats, giving them the entire upper end of the net.
Stars power play is down to 32 seconds left. Granlund brings across the line, bumped into Shea. Duchesne, his pass was wide to Dadonov, hustling. Dumba keeps it in. Second unit out there. Duchesne fed. Dadonov scores. What a setup by Matt Duchesne, and Evgeny Dadonov's got his second of the afternoon. Stars take the lead.
Well, there are apples, and then there are glossy candy apples. And that's what this pass was from Matt Duchesne, the Stars' top power play point getter. Just an unbelievable pass. Cross crease from the right wing corner, right on the button. So Dadonov, all he has to do is unwind, bang, elevate it over top of Jarry. Not going to catch that up.
Bushkin shot, looking for a redirection. Johnston was in the net front, couldn't do so. Harley holds it in. Thomas Harley on the backhand, in front to Donov. Score! He got it! Evgeny Dadonov, and let the hats fly! His second career hat trick.
Man, it is raining too. Not as much as it was about 4:30 a.m. today, but it is pelting down with trucker hats. There's a cowboy hat down there now. Ice girls are out. Buckets are out. Evgeny Dadonov notches what in the books is the Stars' 8th hat trick of the season. 3 of those they imported when they traded for Mikko Rantanen. And for a long time, Dadonov was caught in the mud. This is not the prettiest of goals for Tristan Jarry to give up. It's a juicy rebound.
Moves off for Chisholm, and then off of Marco Rossi and into the Star zone, where first to it is Lindell. Back for his partner Ceci. Hintz finds Robertson just about the Stars' blue line. Lindell in across the Wild zone. Taken by Rantanen, through the legs drop. Robertson goes wide left, shot, score! He stepped around Boldy and then flung a puck to the net that beat Gustafsson, and it's Jason Robertson and the Stars who strike first less than 6 minutes in.
Well, this all started back in Dallas Ice. A great exit out of their own zone, and Esa Lindell, the defenseman, was up on the rush. Terrific little delay and hang on to it by Rantanen about 10 feet inside the blue line. Allows Robertson to join. Between his legs, he hits Robo. His shot just squeaks short side on Gustafsson, who did not play it very well at all. Maybe expecting something other than a wrist shot from there. He was deep. He wasn't square, and there was a lot of room on the short side where it leaked.
Off on the Johansson penalty. Door opens. He's out of the box. Dallas cannot convert. 5-on-5 hockey. They remain on the attack, though. Harley at the point. His shot. Score! Duchesne and Granlund were in front, but Harley's shot found pay dirt. And the Stars do it even strength and have tied this game with 6:54 to go.
Incredible. They just got absolutely nothing done on the power play, and a wild wrister. Give Mason Marchment a lot of credit. I think it goes off Bogosian in front of the net and sails past Gustafsson. But Mason Marchment down in behind the Wild net ends up winning the puck, and in doing that is able to bump it back to the blue line at the right point. Harley just finds that lane. Harley for the Stars and Faber for the Wild have logged a ton of ice time here this afternoon, and they clap back. They get it back to even.
Canucks get it towards the point. Harley keeps one in. Short pass for Johnston. High slot right side. Shot, score! Mikko Rantanen, a laser!
Well, there's being aggressive against the entry, and then there's being kind of dunsical. Forward, the defenseman just takes a wild run at Mikko Rantanen. Bumps him again, but he's chasing in that circumstance. And as he chased, Wyatt Johnston with a cerebral play in the slot to feed it off on the right wing flank, and kabang! Short side, drilled past the glove of Demko, and the Stars tail in the air with a power play goal.
Matt Duchesne low for Granlund. Granlund looking for Ben, tipped off the stick of O'Connor, almost into his own net. Now Marchment scores! The setup from Ben. And with a second left on the power play, Mason Marchment makes it 2 for 2 on the man advantage and 2 love Stars.
And he could have at least a pair in the game already. That cross-crease pass sniffed out by the penalty kill. The Stars, though, rocket right back out in front of the net again. Ben goes to grab it. That toe down controls the puck. Otherwise, it's a mad scramble in behind the net. That little play from Ben, he knew he had Marchment in front. That's Mason's 4th opportunity against Demko.
Duchesne again, Ben to the right for Granlund. Back in front, Ben to the left, score! Duchesne! What a beautiful setup! And what a monster night on the power play. Duchesne the latest in a 3-0 lead.
Well, this is absolutely infantilizing a penalty kill. They had all four guys swimming and dead, and Demko couldn't bail them out. From one side, Granlund was really deep, even on his backhand. He's able to return the feed to Jamie Benn. He relays it, a no-look behind, a quick shot from Duchesne. You could see how
his pursuit, check thrown once again by Hintz, who's had a couple here in the third. Activating his CC, took a hit, got it low for Robertson, centers, score! Maverick Bourque, American Airlines Center erupts.
this is a Fletcherizing forecheck goal. Great pressure down deep by Hintz and Robertson. From in behind the net, put 2 nines on Robo's back. From Gretzky's office to the stick blade of Maverick Bourque. Woo! Elevation and execution in equal measure. DeBoer had juggled.
Demko's on the bench. Essa Lindell, that's his office with the empty cage. To Granlund, bullseye! Back to a 3-goal game, and 2:21 left. The Stars have opened it up once again.
Man, have they drifted the Canucks with empty net goals in this building this year. This is their third. That would have won a prize. Little sauce straight to the middle of the net. Casual, chewing on the mouth guard. All of a sudden, exhale.
In that playoff series, this Stars power play brought to you by TXU Energy. Robertson over to the right side. Mikko Rantanen knows a thing or two about scoring on the power play. Fed for Johnston and scored immediately. Rantanen, Hintz, Wyatt Johnston. 12 seconds into the man advantage. Dallas strikes first.
Taking a page out of the Toronto Maple Leafs power play book. They trot out 5 forwards here. Obviously, it would be Thomas Harley. He's not in the lineup tonight. They rotated across the top. There's Wyatt Johnston in the slot in the middle of the 4 penalty killers, and they execute this perfectly. There is no friction whatsoever for Rope Hintz, and a perfectly laser beam shot.
Up ahead, Blackwell trying to race. He will. Blackwell twisted, stayed with it. Didn't have real estate to shoot. Set it up and scored by Smith. Brendan Smith. A short-handed goal. Set up by Blackwell, and Smith has his first as a member of the Stars.
Oh, the lethality. What a workmanlike shift this was for Blackwell. The hustle, the kibble, he stays with it, and then he has a presence of mind to just lay it out into the wheelhouse of Brendan Smith. Look at that. Bang! Blackwell's best game this season, arguably.
Rope Hintz could not keep that puck through a sea of Utah players. Now it's Dumba. Backdoor score by Robertson. Dumba put it perfectly at the side of the crease for Jason Robertson. Dallas gets one back.
Yeah, this is like a little Black Ops covert operation for Robertson. He's in behind everyone. Nobody marks him. It is as lovely and as velvety a pass from Dumba to lay it right across the crease from that angle with that guy.
Just enough in the way, then Rantanen ahead. It's Jamie Benn with the step. Benn, backhand, delays, pucks it home for 400. Jamie Benn in tight. And the Stars captain has his 400th career NHL goal.
Well, and it has some gloss on it, too. If the one had have counted against Utah, it would have been a patented ugly in front of the net. This is a dazzling deke him out of his shorts tuck from the captain. Shields Sherratt, loses him, fakes Cam Talbot, and then has the presence of mind to just daintily tuck it in. That is vintage dainty barbarian there. A lot of stuff is not working.
Tip score! Hintz played it low, and Evgeny Dadonov, the redirection. Dadonov has his 20th of the year and has tied this game at 2.
This is straight from the draw. Watch this. Roope Hintz wins the draw and then goes around the outside. He knows Dadonov is going to break to the net. He doesn't even have to think about it. As soon as he gets up top, he's going to send it into that area. The stick blade is available. This is a very deft deflection. Look at that. And even though Talbot gets a chunk of it with the number 39 on his arm.
Raymond turned it over to CC, and he's able to shoot it down the ice. Sam Steele with it. Had a man in front. Oh, there scored! Colin Blackwell! He set up the shorty 2 nights ago. He gets it here. And the Stars, down a man, go up a goal for their first lead.
This is terrific hounding of the puck by the 2 forward penalty killers. Talbot, the goaltender, couldn't cut it off in behind the net. That was the first mistake right there for the Red Wings. And then Sam Steele just cruises in. There's sort of token resistance. Nobody picks up Blackwell breaking in front. He elevates, laid in his lap by Sam Steele. And out of the 3 guys on the Stars' 4th line,
Mikko Rantanen flipped it to the slot, got there himself. Raymond had other plans. The Stars turn it off. Ben! And turned away. Rebound, score! Johnston! Wyatt Johnston on the board, and the Stars with 7:04 left in the third are back within 1.
well, this is going to go down as a corpulent, rotund rebound off the blast from the captain. And Talbot looks up and thinks to himself, how was a guy like Johnston that wide open? He tried to get a leg over there. You know, the entry is a breezy one. It's a real good play by the defenseman, Brendan Smith. Watch him. He just basically trucks to the net front, creates a mess, and it's cleaned up and deposited.
He wins the opening faceoff. Welcome back, Tyler. The puck is dropped, and we are underway from Bridgestone Arena. And on that line, once again, with Matt Duchene and Mason Marchment. Marchment returns after missing a couple with illness. Duchene for Marchment, scores! What a perfect script! 16 seconds, the trio's back, and they're back with a force.
Well, that answers some questions. They are magic. They have such exquisite synergy. They understand one another. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant and brisk puck movement. Bing, bong, 1-zip. Another Mason Marchment goal at Bridgestone Arena.